Okay, welcome back. So for this video today, I'm going to do subtracting mixed numbers. So I already went ahead and pulled out my fractions for my first question here because I know I'm going to do that first. And I know I need to figure out what is my least common multiple so I can make these fractions equivalent with the same denominators. So I have a denominator of 4 and I have a denominator of 3. Let's figure out what is their least common multiple. So 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, times 3 is 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, which means that their least common multiple is 12. Now we take this least common multiple and it becomes our new denominator, and then we have to ask ourselves, how do we change our original denominator to make it this new number? So 4 times 3 makes 12. Anything you do to the bottom, you must do to the top. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. So 2 times 4 is 8. These are my new fractions. So with subtracting mixed numbers, it's super important that we make sure we put them in the right order or we're going to get a different question. So I'm going to pull my whole number of 6 down and reattach my new fraction of 3/12. I am subtracting, bring my next number down, and reattach my another fraction. Now, typically I would just be able to go across and subtract, but in this case, I have a numerator of 3 and a numerator of 8, and I know I cannot take 8 away from 3, so I'm going to have to regroup. I do this by taking 1 out of my whole number, making that 5, and I need to take this 1 that I took out and add it into my numerator. And I know that if I write 1 whole having a denominator of 12, it's going to be 12 over 12. So I can just add my denominator into my numerator. So plus 12. 3 plus 12 is 15, and my denominator stays the same. I have not changed the value of this mixed number at all. I've just changed how it's written. I've regrouped it. So now, because I have enough here for me to take 8 away, I'm okay to subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. 8 minus 15, or I'm sorry, 15 minus 8 gives us 7/12. Because we have, wait, did I do that math wrong? Nope, 7/12. 2 and 7/12. So now I just need to make sure, is this an improper fraction? The answer is no, so I'm just going to find my GCF. If it was an improper fraction, though, I would need to divide. All right, the only ways I can make 7 is 1 and 7 because it's prime. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4 all make 12. However, their only common factor is 1, which means this is its simplest form because anything divided by 1 is itself. So that was the first one. And the hardest part really about this is when we have to regroup if our numerator is not large enough here. Let's do it one more time. I pull out my fractions. I know I need to make these have common denominators by finding my least common multiple. So let me put my denominators up top, 3 and 6. Their least common multiple is 6, which means my new denominators are going to be 6. In this case, I can tell that I just multiplied by 1. And for this one, I know that 3 times 2 is 6. So 1 times 2 is 2. Then I reattach my whole number, so 12 and 2 6 minus 9 and 5 6. And I have the same problem here where I know I'm not going to be able to just subtract because I can't take 5 away from 2. So I'm going to have to regroup again. I'm going to take 1 out of 12, leaving 11. And I want to put this 1 back into my numerator, so I add the value of my denominator. So I'm going to add 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then I just rewrite the rest. Now I can go ahead and do my subtraction. So 11 minus 9 leaves me with 2. And then 8 minus 5 is 3. And my denominator stays the same. This is not an improper fraction, so I'm okay to just find my greatest common factor. So I have 3 and I have 6 1 times 3, because 3 is prime, 1 times 6, and 2 times 3, meaning their greatest common factor is going to be a 3. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to divide by 3, because that's my greatest common factor. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And my whole number was 2. So my final answer is 2 1/2. I hope this helps.